Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one I was intending on doing. This is DNW. This is an auction house, British auction house. One of my favourite auction houses that I go to. Just the other day, Piper's actually made a comment on one of my Is It Worth It videos. He was asking me about the process of buying from international houses and the fees, delivery fees, import charges, and typically how long it takes for delivery. Well, mostly these type of fees they will vary. If we take, for example, Heritage, Heritage is one of the biggest ones worldwide. They're mostly for slab coins, so I think you're going to pay a higher premium on the slab number because that's what Americans like. They like the slabs, along with certain individuals. They also like the slabs. But my advice to you is, try and educate yourselves on grading. Have a good look at a coin that you're maybe interested in, and you'll probably find that you can get something a lot cheaper raw instead of already buying it in a slab and having to pay over the odds, because that's typical American marketing where they're telling you that a coin isn't worth jack if it's not on a slab. And there's been collectors from days gone by, the 1800s, 1900s, where slab wasn't even a name within the coin collecting community, and it's only just in recent times that this hype has come. And you've got like YouTubers who tell you, that slabbing has got to be the way to go and so on. In some respects, I do agree with the slabbing thing. I don't agree with the hype. The slabbing I do agree with for condition. If a coin is fake, you've got like, I'm going to speak again about the Gothic crowns, but you've got these Gothic crowns, they are widely faked. There was only 8,000 of the 1847 minted of the Gothic crowns, and they are probably about 25,000 produced so far, or maybe more. So these, I would typically say, buy these type of coins from an extremely reputable auction house, and that way you're kind of getting a bit of a guarantee, because you can, if it is found to be a fake, you can send these coins back with some sort of thing from a company, a slabbing company, whether it be NGC, PCGS, or LCGS in the UK. They will, a company like this, DNW, they will take these coins back. But these guys are highly educated in, what is fake and what is not fake. So it would pay you to take great care in buying those type of coins from places such as eBay. I mean, I've seen a couple on eBay just recently. One person, Marley Bob one, I think her name was, she was selling two, and it's highly unlikely that she would have two, because she was only selling like cheap silver shillings previously. So these type of people you have to be very careful of, and I wouldn't buy unless it was from someone extremely reputable on eBay, a reputable dealer on eBay, and auction houses such as this for these type of coins. As I said, DNW are one of the better coin auction houses, and they have got a sale coming up on the 5th and 6th of June, and we're going to have a look through their catalogue and see what's available. Now, my advice to you is, if you're interested in buying coins from DNW, or bidding on certain coins from places like this, that you should register with these people. And the process might take a few days, and you don't want to miss the auction. Same with Heritage. Even though you might not want to bid at Heritage or any other American or German or whatever auction house, my best advice is to, just register with them anyway, and at least then, you won't have to go through a process. If you see a coin, in the auctions, like within 24 hours, you won't have you won't be running around like an idiot trying to register and, maybe missing out on whatever it is that you're going to want to bid on. So as I said, each auction house has a different premium. You will pay the hammer price, obviously, whatever you bid, £200 for example, but you've also got a commission fee. I believe DNW is around about 19% commission fee. Baldwin's of St James is 24%. Heritage are, I think, 20%. There's other companies. Kunker, I'm not exactly sure what Kunker is. Kunker are one of the biggest ones in Germany, so I'm not entirely sure what they are. You will also have, out with the European Union, you will also have import charges, so you have to be careful on these. Pipers I've actually bought from Heritage, and delivery is fairly quick. And I think you'll pay something around, for postage, I think you pay something around $45 to $50 in postage, and I've had coins come from them, from Heritage, within a week. They ship with, I think it's UPS or something like that, or some other secure thingy, but you're able to track it online. So you have to obviously be aware, when you're bidding on something, be aware of the charges that are involved in between delivery, commission fees, and so on. And don't get auction fever. That's the other thing I would suggest as well, is to take care not to get auction fever, where you're maybe wanting a coin and someone's bidding against you and he's just keeping bidding and bidding. Have a point where you're going to stop and just say, that's my point, and don't continue going on, because you'll find yourself overpaying and basically picking up coins at well overpriced prices. So okay, we're going to have a look at this catalogue. There was a couple of things in here. I haven't been through the whole catalogue. I've just had a quick look. I was trying to find sort of the modern stuff for you guys. I believe that most of you guys are maybe kind of bullion gold stacking, or lovely shiny gold proof stuff. These type of auctions I don't believe will do bullion silver. These are more for older numismatic coins, but they are doing some more modern coins now and again. You'll see a 1989 sovereign in here. So they are doing some modern stuff, but I don't think you'll see very much silver bullion in these auctions. So we're going to have a look at the catalogue on a couple of coins that I've picked, or that I'm going to show you, and see where these prices are. So here we are inside the auction catalogue. As you can see here, there's 1,575 lots. Not everything will be for everyone. There's 66 pages to go through. But on the side here, on the left hand side here, you can have, there's some quick links here you can go through, and maybe just click on, British coin lots if you want to look at that, or anything specific. Here was where I was interested in, proof and specimen sets. So let's click on that and see what's in there. So there you go, the couple of sets here. Now then, my favourite, the 1937. Now, if you remember from the numisma auction, they had their set graded as, let me just enlarge this a bit. They had this graded as top grade FS, which is completely proof, no problems, so on. As you can see here, DNW state almost as struck. So you can see the difference in a decent auction house where they will say, you know, there's maybe something wrong in there. The price 8 to 10,000, which I think is probably right bang on estimate. And it's a decent price. This is what typically these are selling for. The one in Numismameb, that one sold for £12,075. That was including commission. Now, depending on where this lands, again, you've got £10,000 plus. If it sells at 19%, you got another 1,900 on top of that. So that's 11,900, which is going to be cheaper than what you got at Numismaweb, and this is going to be a hell of a lot better than what you saw at Numismaweb. So you can actually just scroll on these things here and go through it. Now, I made the mistake, and yes, even I made a mistake of bidding on Numismaweb without seeing all the coins. That was my mistake. So, as I said, it's always good for you guys to check these coins, you know, make sure it is, you know, the coins are what they are. And now you can see probably the problem with this set is the half. You've got some scratches through there, through his head, through the bust on the field. That'll be the reason that that one is almost struck. Let me just enlarge this a little bit more, if I can. No, that's about as large as it's going to go. But the £5 is really nice. Nice, and still looks as though it's got some luster in there. Just checking the reverse. Yeah, seems nice. So as you can see, and as I mentioned in one of my videos, that you know, there's always almost a struck or near FDC or near this, near that, you know, not completely, it's proof, you know, because when they state it's proof, then it should be proof and nothing but the proof. So this is one set that I thought you guys might be interested in, although I know some of you guys can't afford this type of money. I mean, personally, I'm not going to be bidding on this. I'm just looking through. Let's look at the next couple. Now here you've got a proof set. This is called, this is a long proof set here. Now as you can see here, this is Edward VII. There's another one from Edward VII. The difference, this is the long proof, this is the short proof. The long proof will consist of the £5 and the £2 sovereigns. The short proof will only start at the sovereign and then go to half. So there is the difference there. 1911 sets, these are becoming quite rare, as you can see. These prices for these sets, they're kind of getting out of the range of normal collectors. A lot of these sets are getting broken down, getting slabbed by the hungry dealers. These are the kind of guys that are going to be buying up this sort of stuff, and unfortunately for me it loses history because they're coming out their case, their original case, and it's typical greed, to be honest. But you know, obviously the modern day man wants money, and they don't want to keep history anymore. They're just looking for money. This is a nice set. The £5 looks really, really nice on this actually. It's just quite a stunning set. Just a little bit, a hint there on the hair and the beard. You look just here. Just a little hint of wear. This is graded here, like you can see here, virtually mint state. So it's not actually mint state, it's virtually. And again, an auction house that's saying that is a decent auction house to me, because obviously, you know, there's a little bit of wear to the, not wear, but you know, rubbing to the high spots of these coins, and they've taken that into consideration. Although I don't think it really matters because people really bid on these. So, okay, let's look at the next one. Let's look at the long set here. Now, if you look at this toning, I find these on the 1911 proof sets especially, that these coins come in a blue tone. And the reason for that being is, or what I suspect the reason is the felt, the velvet that these coins are housed in. The silver reacts to the velvet over time and gives it a really nice blue toning, and I really liked that actually. I did have a 1911 proof set that was kind of similar, and it was a really nice tone. I'll just show you on this 1911 set again. You can see how the toning on the silver is kind of similar. See that there? I think it's the reaction to the velvet that this is these coins tone in that nice blue way. Look at the front. Okay, so let's see what else we'll have. There's I think there was another currency. There was a currency set here. This would be something that I would bid on. Saying here extremely fine, and but you know, it's a nice little set for someone, and it would be typically something that I would probably buy just to put away and leave it there. Although you can see, I think there's a little scratch or something there on this crown. Some thumbprint there, you see that by the neck, the thumbprint or something there. So, as I said, you guys have got to really look at what you're bidding on, make sure everything's up to scratch, but also bear in mind they're actually saying that it's extremely fine, so you're not going to be looking for top grade here. You're going to get a decent set, though, a fairly decent set. And it was, as I said, it's something I would typically bid on if I wanted something like that. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any more gold in here, some modern stuff, and see if we can find anything that would be worthy of bidding on. So I found some gold here. Maybe some of you guys are interested in the gold stuff. As you can see, there's some in slabs and so on, and obviously you can see the lot numbers if you guys want to check it out. If you remember what I mentioned about Gothic crowns, they do make regular appearances, kind of like 8,000 minage of the undecimo. Here you can see, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 coins there, 6 crowns, and this one here, lot 755. This is a rarer coin. This is a proof plain edge Gothic crown. These ones here, the undecimo, obviously they have inscription around the rim, and the plain edge will obviously have nothing around the rim. These are rarer and will cost a lot more money. This one here is extremely fine, although it has massive gouging in there, and I think it might have been at one time cleaned. As you can see here, around the inscription here, it's fairly pitted in there with toning, and yet the tone on the field is different than what it is in here. I think that's could possibly have been artificially toned or something, I don't know, but yeah, sorry, look, there you go, there in the description. I've just seen it. That's been cleaned at some time, now toned. Generally, I would steer clear of stuff like that. It's you're you can always find something different or better that hasn't been tampered with, and you know, these coins are not, they're not good to buy coins that have been cleaned. It's not good at all. So I've got a couple of rules that I tend to stick to. So I'm going to try and wrap it up quickly because this is beginning to be an epic. So my first one is do your research. Always check realized prices of previous auctions. You can actually go into here. They have resources. When you go into resources, you can look in here, somewhere in here, you can find realized prices from the previous auctions. You can maybe even find the coin that you're looking for, but always do your research. Coinarchives.com is kind of like the place that I go to, but you know, I will check other places. Number two, don't get auction fever. It can be very dangerous, especially if you're wanting something. Kind of stick to a plan, stick to how much you want to pay, sorry, and try not to go too overboard, or else you're going to be paying over the odds as usual. Number three, if it says in the description something like of bright appearance, it can mean that the coin could have been cleaned at some time, dipped or whatever. And again, these coins are typically not what I would buy. Number four, kind of like one of the last ones, if you're buying a slab coin, buy the coin and don't buy the graded holder. Bear in mind that Americans have a different grading system than we do in the UK. Check out, if you can, the equivalent grades. For example, MS64 Plus would be an uncirculated coin in the UK, but MS60 to 62 or so is like EF 60. A 60 is an EF, a 62, 63 is your good EF, and upwards from that is your uncirculated. AU 58 is also EF. 55 down to about 50, I think, is very fine to good, very fine. And also, although the coin might say MS64 or MS60, it might be a dog to you. The coin might look ugly as hell. I remember, who was it now? Numistaka. He bought one from Japan. It was a proof penny, 1826 or half penny. He basically bought the holder because it said proof 64 or something like that on it. The problem being with that coin that he bought was there was a verdigris spot on it. A verdigris is a bronze disease, and if left untreated, it will bore a hole through the coin. And for me, I would never have touched that coin, but he's obviously went and bought the grade and didn't realise what was going on with the coin inside. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up here. As I said, it's beginning to become an epic. Have a look through DNW. Auctions on the 5th and 6th of June. And hopefully you guys can maybe let me know if you've found something, bought something, you know. And I wish you good luck in the auction. And as always, like, comment and subscribe. And hit the bell for any notifications. Catch you guys later.